Hi there, here's a little tutorial on my Animatron software that I use to make YouTube videos. After you get it from GitHub and compile and run it, this is what you're presented with. And basically the general idea is that you have a document that's the root element, and then you can add entities to it. And so right now there's only the document, and you can see the properties here in the middle, where it shows like the render size and the duration of the video and frames per second and stuff. So I'm going to change the resolution to 1024 by 768. The preview window doesn't render at that size, but it does use the same aspect ratio. But it's smaller so that it's quicker to render and you can see it and iterate faster. And we'll change the duration to 5 seconds. So next up, we're going to add an entity. We're going to make some animated text. So we can call it text. That's the name of the entity. And then here under data, for object type, we'll set it to LaTeX. So it actually, Animatron uses LaTeX for its text rendering, and that lets you do some pretty cool stuff. So I set the foreground color to green, and the background color is transparent. And so yeah, like you can just type some text like this. And there you can see it showed up, and it's kind of small, so maybe 2.5. Good size, yep. But yeah, being LaTeX, you can do some cool stuff like this, where you go y equals x squared plus, let's see, b underscore theta. And yeah, it shows you the formulas and stuff. This is pretty cool if your video needs that kind of thing. But we don't right now, so I'll erase all that. And I'm going to move it over probably -50. And then we're going to make it move across the screen. And so how we do that is we add 2 keyframes. And so the first keyframe is at time 0, and it's going to say that the object is what it is, right? It's just the settings that we have above. And then we're going to make the second keyframe be at 5 seconds. And we're going to have to set the value here in the new value string, which is JSON, unfortunately, because I haven't made the UI yet. But it's sparse, so it only changes the values you put in. So we'll change the position. And we'll do x of 50, like that. And so where I got you might wonder where these magic strings came from. Position came from the name of the field within the data section of the object. And position is a 2-vector, which has an x and a y. But you could set any of the other properties similarly. And so now if we hit play, you can see that the text actually moves across the screen, just like you'd expect. And you can also take the scrub bar and scrub it. And you don't have to make it linear blending. You can actually do something like this. These blend control points, it's a cubic Bezier curve. And so you can see that it starts off moving quickly and then slows down, which you can see as you actually play it. And so next up, let's add a background. So we add a new entity, we call it background. And we are going to make this one be a digital dissolve. And we will make it go from dark red to a dark blue. And we want to make sure that it's behind the text. So we want to set the z order to negative. Negative values go into the screen, and positive values go out of the screen. And so you can just set your z order to whatever to get the proper layering. And how the digital dissolve works is it uses this alpha value to figure out how many dots of each color to use. So like this is 20%, 40%, 60, 80, and so on. Now I want the noise to be a little bit chunkier than that, so I'm going to take this scale, I'm going to change it to 16. And so now we have big old chunky dots. So next up, we're going to animate this too. So we'll add 2 more keyframes. And once again, at time 0, it's saying it's just normal. And then at time 5, we are going to say that the alpha is full. So let's do that. Alpha is 1. And so then as we play it, you can see that it gets more and more dots. And when it ends, it isn't actually full. So if we want, we could go over here to the document and set the duration to 5.2, or actually, we could just make the keyframe be at like 4.9. So that way it gets all the way red before the end of the video. Yep, perfect. Okay. So next up, we can actually render this video, and to do that, we just go into the render menu and hit render video. And so larger videos take longer to render, larger resolution, because there's just more pixels that it has to process. And so here it's rendering the 150 frames, and then it'll run FFmpeg to put all those frames together into a video, and it's done, and you can hit OK. I can't actually show you the video in this recording because I'm using the Windows recording tool, and it really only wants to record this window for some reason. So that's kind of how to make a video from scratch. But there are other video clips that the program comes with that I'll show you real quick. And these are actually the clips that I made for my last YouTube video. I made 7 clips, rendered them out to video, and then used FFmpeg to kind of concatenate them all into a video and with my voice over it. So here's the title screen. It'll take just a second to load. It has to render the LaTeX and stuff like that, which it will cache, but the first time it takes some time to render it. So yeah, you can hit play and you can see it over here. The object's moving around, text appearing, and there's images and a pretty gradient background. So basically this document shows you how to do that stuff, how to do 3D lines and things like that. And other clips do other things, like clip 3 over here. It has, when it loads, it has a bunch of nodes, and basically what it is those rounded rectangles are the nodes, and the text is parented to them. And so when they move, the text moves automatically. And this also shows like drawing lines between the nodes to connect them a little bit. And so that's basically it in a nutshell. Here under the file menu, right, you can save these, you can save the file and stuff. And more features will be added over time. And basically, if you have any questions or hit any problems, hit me up, let me know. And I'm going to try to be making more videos with this, and so we'll be dog fooding it further. So thanks a bunch for your interest, and thanks for watching. Talk to you later.